Hey guys, welcome back to grimreaper connecting you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Today we were going to have an interesting video today, and it's going to be a video that you do not want to miss. It's to do with the HYDRA specialist pool. But before we get into today's video, I just want to see what you guys personally think about this. Now, for me, this is a very interesting event. I like how there is now a 10% legendary and then 90% epic. What I don't like is it's 80 to someone, and it's gone up by like 400%. It's kind of crazy. Apparently there is a tournament here with a stone in it, which is the first time I've actually kind of looked in it today. I haven't looked in any of the events, in all fairness. So this is for the finite 20, which is top. I think that's really, really expensive, if I'm honest. For 20, that is shocking. So what, you can earn one shard every month if you're lucky, if they just do 20. I'm not too happy about that one. Looks like I will be farming finite though, generally for the, I think that's a 6-star defense lift or something like that. I'm surprised that it's lower than that, but yeah, PDK's birthdays as well. Let's have a look. Oh, it's just ice column there. So yeah, I just feel like it's crazy expensive. Deck of Fates, it is what it is. It's a bit of fun. Nothing too crazy. Will I be opening my stones for it? No, I won't. Anyway, let's get into today's video. So hopefully you guys are having a brilliant week. The winner for the account giveaway was announced last night in stream, so that was superb to see. And congratulations to the winner for that account. But today's video is going to be on the HYDRA. I've decided to build out my Mikishati and go for a personal best on Nightmare. Now, as you can see, I'm in SP. There is some big boys in here, and I've actually been able to do more damage than some of these teams that have a Quizma and stuff like that. So this is my team. It's a 178 million. No Quizma. There is a G-Nut in here. There is a Royal Guard, Mishigati, and then 3 Void Legendaries. But they've been around for a long time, you know. So the more damage than Super Gaelic here. More damage here and here. So yeah, really happy with this team. This was my personal best. I broke last week actually on Nightmare. It was actually a different team, but it was only 110 million, right? So I was really surprised when I got that, and I had to work extremely hard to get that personal best. Let me see that personal best, where it is. Here, right? So here is my personal best team. So Venus is in here and stuff like that. So this is really cool. My Royal Guard slapping 40 million damage, and today we've got a different one. So anyway, it's gonna be a long video. I do apologize. This will be my last long video for a while. I will be doing some more HYDRA videos through next week with a new rotation coming up, testing different ones. I want to hear from you guys who you want me to test, so let me know down in the comments and who you would like me to test out for HYDRA, and who is maybe an underdog, or maybe you guys have something really special that you want to show us, or maybe you have, like, I don't know, a full epic brutal team that you would like to showcase, and just to generally help out the community and grow my community, and also grow the community around the stream and stuff like that, which is a very big community and stuff like that. So and also just to educate me as well, you know. I do takeovers regularly, and HYDRA is one of them takeovers I do very regularly. So for me, this would be super cool to do. Haven't done much damage on the other two, but you imagine if I did that, I need to be now looking at my brutal and hard to try and maximize the damage from up there. Anyway, let me show you the run. We're going to go into the run. I'm actually just going to pull up a few key things here, and yeah, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so here's my team. I'm going to go through all the builds and the presets and stuff like that. First of all, I would like to point out that my team is a manual run. I was going for personal best, and also I'm quite competitive, so I really want to get some damage up with the HYDRA crash. This can be a full auto comp. You do not need to sit here and mangle this 1 hour. However, I do feel that this is a very easy 100 million plus team, so you do want to stick around for that. It is going to be full auto, and we'll talk about everything and a few things that I've changed up due to a bit of research and stuff like that. So, full thing is to kind of do is G-Nut to always try and hit on the positive heads. So, and then with 2 hack, I wanted her to spread the buffs on around. So always I want her to go before Nutcracker, sorry, G-Nut and Mishkati and whoever puts down buffs. I want Chris to try and descend. We do have a provoke set on Mishkati because you've got 2 AoEs. I actually had to go take it off my hedgie, so I wasn't too happy about that, but you know, it's for content and you know, personal best. First time I've actually used a provoke set inside HYDRA. It did really help. It helped me replace Husk. And this is why I always used to run Husk, because of that A1. So I think I think it has a lower chance than Husk as A1, if I remember correctly, but it seemed to be just as consistent. So it wasn't causing me any issues really. And yeah, I really just find it was really, really cool. We do have a few things like that. Let's just try and see what happens. So you can see we spread that. We don't want any debuffs down. We do put the AoE weaken up first, just so we can get more damage on the team, and then the defense down as well. So Royal Guard will go first. Slap. I could have actually delayed it and used the Hex as well, but it's only like 2% chance of getting more damage on that. Geo will give you Gina is 10%, I believe. I'm not too sure on the numbers, but I'm pretty sure that it is because it's a single maximum HP hit. It will be kind of interesting to try out Septimus in that role as well. But that would be very interesting to see. As you can see, it's just fairly easy. You can set this up with presets. I do have a preset set up, very similar. As you can see, we're going to go for this. Boom, like 500,000 per hit. And that's 3 hits. So he's doing 1.5 million. Now you do need to make sure you have defense down, weaken, and hex to do the full damage. So yeah, and the hex can weak hit at the moment on suffering. Generally, you do want to go for suffering because he has the highest HP out of everyone. Plus, he's also got the annoying passives that reduces the damage for AoEs like Royal Guard and Husk. So that is about it for that. I think that's enough tips and tricks for that. I am using the resistance aura because we've got 3 resistance tank in this, just to try and make this even as possible. Also running block buffs to help. So that is why Sifi's in lead. If you don't need it, then you can use something else like accuracy aura or the defense aura on any of the champions that's available. So anyway, let me go and show you the gear and presets. We're going to let this run first, so enjoy the run. It will be on like 3 times speed, as I want to try and keep this video low as possible in time. So you can slow it down in the bottom. There's like buttons down here where you can slow down the recording if you want on the team. So yeah, let's get into it. So I obviously don't have all the presets because I was stupid enough to use all my keys. Anyway, if you guys want to see the presets, this video will go live on within a day or so. So I'll have the keys available to show you the presets. You can reach out to me in Discord, grimreaper, or there is a link below to join Discord, and you can tag me for the presets, and I can send you the presets. It's really easy. It's just one page full of stuff. Right. Let me show you the gear. That's the most important bit, right? Let's show you Sifu. So we do have Sifu in quite a few bits and bobs. So this is mainly a Sifu for arena. We do have 400 resistance with the resistance aura, which we spoke about, gives you 530. For nightmare, you'd only need 500 resistance. So it is what it is. Good defense, obviously that's really important. HP is really important. Very good speed is also important. She won't give you any damage, don't worry about anything else. Just try and remember the A1. If the turn meter is below 50%, she will heal the team. So when DK wasn't around, I was trying to heal as much as possible. I actually really do recommend protection set for Hydra, just generally because when mischief is going to steal, if it's protection, and plus by the way you can get the accessories as the protection as well, which will give you more resistance and a better chance of having your buff stealed. This could be a viable strategy in the future. 75% chance of getting buff stealed. So like people like Gina, for example, who puts a counter attack on herself, this could be a really viable thing, like to protect him even more, and this will also give him more damage, which we're not going to benefit from just yet. We do need a 9-piece. So also will give us more damage, and that little bit of 5% damage will be incredibly crazy for our damage deal, especially when you're going over for 1,000 turns. So how she built, well, we've seen the stats on her already. She does need blood shield to get that shield ring. We do have cleansing amulet just to give us a chance to cleanse poisons, fears, or anything like that, especially if 2-hack has been devoured or something like that. So, and then masteries are unshakable, which is super cool, and these are Hydra masteries, not arena masteries. I don't use my speed, I just changed one piece on her gear between that and arena, so I'm making much faster. So then we're gonna go down to 2-hack, which is also in this, just broken sets. So again, good accuracy, good resistance, good speed. So you're one of the fastest people in the comp. She can, I think she's the second fastest, so that's generally where I'd recommend. Good HP, good defense. She can do some damage, so if you can get crit caps, that'd be even better. You could drop the resistance and pump her damage up even more. Honestly, I just prefer to have high resistance here because of blood shield, and I just feel that it's less RNG, if I'm honest. These are also her masteries as well, as you can see, quite easy as it is. Trying to get the cycle of violence, I really like that for the A2. I don't always use A3 because Sifu normally has it up a lot, so I don't tend to do that. And I do try and land the decreased speed as well. So this is a Chris, so obviously we don't have deterrence, we don't want to get true fit. Sometimes I don't run 2-hack on certain rotations, so that's why we don't have it. It actually might be a valid one to have for this comp. I do feel I will change this up a little bit. For the blessing, we do want lightning cage because he's got our main resist tank, and this generally works as a buff. Someone in my Twitch stream a couple of weeks ago let me know that. So I also wanted to reduce how much brimstone I was bringing to the table. I wanted to get a bit more value. So as you can see, I've also put one shield, a blood shield, on him. Now, blood shield is not needed on Krisk, but what is really worth pointing out for Krisk is you actually, when you're using a counter attack, you can see that he targeted Krisk much more consistently, especially with the blessing and the blood shield. So just was trying to get a bit of extra RNG. Got 2 pieces of refresh as well to try and get an A2 a lot because I'm running provoke set. I don't need a provoke from Chris unless I really need it. So I was going with that. And then we got speed boots, defense chest or HP chest with speed, resistance, and accuracy, and again vice versa. And then generally the speed. It is worth pointing out you want Chris to be the slowest in the comp. I don't have any extra speed on here, so that's something to kind of bear in mind. You do want him slower, so you want him just to be just before mischief, but not too fast. You don't want him faster your damage dealers because he will lose his buff before damage dealers will, and then that will give mischief a chance to steal. So I want to reduce the RNG much as possible. Obviously, if you're running 1 hour comps all a week, you're not going to be skipping that much RNG. So just bear that in mind. Some key masteries here, Mishigati, the guy that I had sitting in his fragments for a very long time. So Master Hexer, obviously you wanted to extend that defense role, and also you kind of wanted the sniper just for the extra chance to put the HP burn on. Cycle of Violence to try and get the A2 and A3 background much faster. Life Drink is really important to heal as well. It's the same with any type of damage dealer in HYDRA or Clan Boss or whatever content that you're doing that you want to see the heal. Brimstone for me will be the blessing because he's built with accuracy, and you do need to make sure you got accuracy to land it. However, you don't need accuracy to land the provoke set, so that's something to bear in mind. We have accuracy chest, critical damage with accuracy and defense substat, and then defense and HP substat here. We do have speed. We don't need to send boots, but I did anyway. Defense chest. Now you can go with accuracy chest if you wanted. And then we've got critical damage, critical rate, and flat defense ascended, and then critical rate, and then speed. So he's not crit cats, but I did try and get the best build as possible. It was quite stat hungry, and we needed 400 accuracy. We needed the 250 critical damage, which was what I was aiming for. I wanted him to be faster than Gina. Sorry, he's slower than Gina, but I wanted him still to be quite fast. He had to be faster than Chris, or he would have just got targeted all the time. I wanted good defense. And I got reasonable HP. Actually, let me just show you with the battle for this. Just get 18 extra critical damage and 18 ignore defense. So that's super nice to see. Anything is a bonus. You can run Gina in a relentless set, but generally this is my finite build, so I didn't want to mess with it too much. I think it's just swapping one piece of chess for this. So Gina has 280 critical damage, 47 speed, ignore 10% defense, and then stacked good defense and HP. So you can actually see that 2 of the damage dealers are defense based, and when you have Sifi, who will give you increased defense that allow you to hit harder, but also to stay alive longer, right? And that's one thing to bear in mind. I don't really, not a really big fan of all this tag base and stuff like that on such a high up on affinities. This is my Royal Guard. We've seen him loads of times. This is probably one of the best built Royal Guards that you will ever see in your life or in Raid. I don't have a Charisma. I'm lucky not to have one because this is a hell of a build, and this is only going to get better as I work on a Great Hall. So for now, ignore defense 10. This is, you've seen how much that's relentless procced, how much that refresh procced. It's super cool. Critical damage 303, 240 speed. So I want him slower than Gina and Mishigati, so they can put up the buffs to allow Rorgard to do his maximum potential, and then Rorgard with a HP chest and stuff like that. So it's really important for him to have Life Drinker more than anyone in this comp. So that's kind of something to bear in mind. Double refresh as well. One day I hopefully get this as a triple. You want to go HP chest and a HP banner. You don't want anything else. You don't need attack. You just want that big boy slap and then really good survivability. I've gone with cruelty. I just find cruelty is a little bit more better and consistent over Phantom Touch, but you can take that if you want. And again, some really key masteries that you really want to pay attention to. So ignore his support. I have no idea what I'm doing here, but I suppose I took it for a cycle of violence. I also took the cycle of violence and cycle of magic to try and get the cooldown much as possible. Again, with a AoE slap like Royal Guard, Husk, or Inquisitor or anything like that, you do want Life Drinker because they do heal up by quite a bit, and that's probably one of the most key masteries. If you don't do that, you'll be reviving him much more. So I think that's pretty much everyone. Think I've covered everyone. Yeah, I've covered everyone. So there we are, guys. How of a damage? Let's just have a look at that damage just one last time. I just wanna have a look at it because how that is something to be very proud of. When you don't have Inquisitor or anything like that, it's just super cool to see. 178.5 million. I don't think I'll be able to beat this unless they release a ridiculously good champion. I don't think I'll beat this. Royal coming in with 53 million. G-Nut coming in with 48 million. Mishkati, who's not even a crit capped, yeah, 55 million. 2-hack, 6.8. Again, I could get more there if I wanted. Krisk, 12.1. I could probably push that up. Even Sifi coming in with 1.1 mil. I've never seen her hit a million. That isn't with War Master. That's just with that sleep, baby. Sleep, you know? And he's doing his thing. Or she's doing her thing. So, yeah, Rose would be very proud of Sifu right now. So, there we are, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll be Grim Reaper. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.